Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our live virtual concert. Thanks for joining us at our home here in Austin, Minnesota. And I'm here with my family. We have Josh, James, Carly, Tammy on the floor. You can't probably see both of them, but we've got Aspen and Aggie, and here we've got our senior statesman, Sonny. I sure wish that we could all be together tonight to enjoy what's sure to be an amazing concert, but we know that's not the right thing to do. So we are going to do the right thing, and we'll just have to share some virtual fist bumps and elbow bumps along the way. I do want to start by saying thank you to a lot of people who have worked heroically to help get us through this crisis. Starting with our Hormel Foods team members. As I've told them so many times, we were made for this, and they really are working tirelessly to keep the food supply chain moving. It also includes a lot of our partners, like the truckers who are moving the product across the country, retailers who are making sure that the product's on the shelf, medical personnel who are out there helping the sick, our educators who have had to pivot to make sure that our kids continue to get a great education, and of course, first responders who are out there working hard each and every day. That's not an exhaustive list, but I just want all of you to know how thankful we are for everything that you're doing. I think it's fair to say that all of us have an extra burden in our personal life and in our professional life that we didn't have a month ago. And tonight our hope is that we'll have a chance to maybe forget that burden for just a few hours and sit back and relax and listen to some great music.
We have three amazing musicians who will be entertaining us over the next couple of hours. Our special guest tonight is Chris Kroeze, who lives in Barron, Wisconsin, with his wife, Mara, and 2 kids, along with their dog, Meatloaf. His dad, Todd, is a member of the Jenny O team. Chris is a rising star on the music scene after being the 2019 runner-up on NBC's hit show, The Voice, with Blake Shelton as his coach. He plays more than 200 shows annually and regularly performs for our troops. He's had a top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and a top 5 on iTunes.
But first, we are in for a real treat. Natalie Murphy, who regularly performs alongside Chris, and her husband, Nick Hoffman, are going to get things started. Natalie is an amazing musician and has been on stage at the Grand Ole Opry at least a dozen times. She also has a debut solo album. Her husband, Nick Hoffman, has played alongside Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, Keith Urban, and Kid Rock, just to name a few. In addition to being a great musician, he's also the host of his own TV program called Nick's Wild Ride on the Outdoor Channel.
So as we get started tonight, we have just 3 things for you to do. First, we'd like you to forget about the outside world for just a little while. Second, we'd like you to sing like no one is listening. And third, you can dance just like no one is watching. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for all you do. Natalie, take it away.
Hey everybody, Jim, thank you so much and your family for introducing us and for having us tonight. We are so happy to be here with you guys. What a special occasion. We've all been going through a crazy time lately. And in case you didn't know, Hormel has over 20,000 team members, and they are working so hard to keep all of us supplied right now with meals. And this concert is to thank each and every one of them, and also everybody that helps them do their job. Food is comfort, and nothing is more important right now than any sort of comfort to keep people going and doing what they can do and positive. So thank you for joining us. We have a fun, special show planned for you tonight with a few surprises thrown in. So hang with us. My name's Natalie Murphy, and I'm going to start this off. And I feel like this is a song I wrote a couple years ago, and I had no idea at the time how fitting it would be. In fact, now I'm considering reading the future as a new career, as a second career. So this is called Staycation. need no reservations. We can sit right here and catch some good vibrations in this king size Chevy bed. Yeti cooler, photo red, wine bottom dining in this Tennessee sunset. Ooh, the perfect destination. Ooh, is a staycation, yeah. Staycation. Staycation sounds a hell of a lot better than quarantine. Turn off your cell phones. Turn off some George Jones. Tell them all we're not home. We need a staycation. Oh, staycation, baby. We need a staycation. Don't need no reservations. We can sit right here and catch some good vibrations in this king size Chevy bed. Yeti cooler, photo red, white fine dining in this Tennessee sunset. Ooh, the perfect destination. Ooh, is a staycation, yeah. Staycation. And the crowd goes wild. That's a song off my first record that ever came out. The record is called Water the Flowers, and I'm going to tell you guys about that in just a second. But first things first, I hope that you guys all have a cold beverage. I myself am drinking Honey Brown Original Lager, beer brewed with honey, because sweeter is always better. And we do a little thing in Nashville called a holler and a swaller. And since you guys can't be here with us in person tonight, I'll tell you what it is, and hopefully you can join me. It's super simple. All you do is raise your drink up in the air, and on the count of 3, you yell as loud as you can and take a drink. 1, 2, 3, holler, hey, and swaller. And that is officially the quietest holler and swaller I've ever heard in my life. So I have some notes. I'm gonna get those right out of the way right now. Here we go. So I'd like to shout out to the West Coast and Columbus Craft Meats in San Francisco and Megamex Spoons in Orange, California, to the East Coast and the Applegate folks in New Jersey, to all of the Hormel Foods teams everywhere in between. Thank you so much. You're making such a difference for everybody right now. Everybody in Little Rock, Arkansas, you guys are keeping the Skippy peanut butter in the stores. So thank all those guys. It's very important. And to the teams in Rochelle, Illinois, Osceola, Iowa, and Lloyd's Barbecue in St. Paul, Minnesota. Thanks for all that you're doing. You all are incredible. So I have a song I would like to share with you guys. As I told you, I had a record come out. It's called Water the Flowers. And this is the title track. And it's about the fact that we have so many people in our lives that are so wonderful. And you know, when I was writing this song, it occurred to me that life is like a garden. We have these wonderful people, our friends and our family, that keep us afloat. And they're like flowers in our life. And sometimes we also, come to a place where we have weeds. Maybe some people that don't fit in our life anymore. Maybe we're just not good for each other at the time being. And sometimes you got to pull the weeds. So take care of those who take care of you, water the flowers, and pull the weeds. That's what this song is about. Roses are red, violets blue. If you don't take good care of them, they're never gonna bloom. Life is like a garden. You've got flowers, you've got weeds. Some people kill up, some drop your line and take what they need. It ain't complicated, no, but you have got to water the flowers and pull the weeds. The good's never gonna grow without put your time on someone who won't give you nothing back. Give 100 second chances. I've been there and I've done that. Well, life is short, don't live it with the thorn stuck in your side. No, a friend is happy when you are and wants to see you shine. It ain't complicated, no, but you have got to water the flowers and pull the weeds. Good's never gonna grow without you to breathe. So water your flowers, baby, and pull the weeds. Yeah, pull the weeds. Do-do-do. You've got to water the flowers and pull the weeds. The good's never gonna grow without debris. So water your flowers, baby. I said water your flowers, baby, and pull the weeds. Oh, pull the weeds. Oh, yeah, pull the weeds. Thank you guys. That is the title track to my album, Water the Flowers. If you have any of the digital outlets, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, any of those, it's available everywhere. And since we don't have a merchandise table for you to visit this evening, that's something that you can go check out. And I would like to let you guys know one very important thing. I am wearing a Spam shirt. Thank you, Hormel, for the Spam shirt. And not only that, I am actually wearing Spam flip-flops with a Spam cutout on the bottom. I'm utilizing all my newfound home live stream Pure Bar skills right now, and my Spam socks. So thank you, Hormel, for the swag. I'm going to be wearing it for the next 30 days straight. So I apologize to my husband. This is my new getup. So I would like to introduce you guys to a special guest, my husband, Nick Hoffman. Nick. Ayo. And the crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild. Nick and I live on a little horse farm out in rural Tennessee, where we are right now. And there's actually...
Hello.
Everybody say hi, Nick.
Where are all my Spam people at?
What are you drinking?
I got some Spam glasses, and I got some Spam socks and some Skippy socks for the first person that comments on my Facebook. You can have these.
Hey, now.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm giving them away. See, and some, how about the flip-flops too? Spam flip-flops for everybody.
Yes.
I'm having an old-fashioned because you're having beer. I'm having old-fashioned.
Cheers.
You are, after all, live from the Hoffman house, so here you go. I love it. You know, Spam is made in Minnesota.
Oh, now is it?
We're both from Minnesota, and we're proud of that. And Spam is actually really interesting because, you know, Hormel's now feeding all these people, right? But Spam they were feeding World War II vets back in the day too.
That's incredible.
Hormel's has a long history of helping our country out when we need it most. So thank you guys for having us.
I think we should do a live video sometime this week later on and make a Spam burger. And you guys should all send me your best Spam burger recipes.
I just like talking about Spam. It's not every day. Do that.
So this next song is about the fact that we live in the country and there is a creek that runs behind our house. And one particular day in the summertime, it was really hot, and Nick and I went outside and we thought we'd cool off a little bit. So we grabbed a bottle of $2 Chuck from Trader Joe's. I think now it's like $10 Chuck. Yeah. But back then when I wrote this song, it was $2 Chuck. And we put it in a minnow bucket and we carried it down to the creek, and we sat in the creek in lawn chairs, and we're just sitting there cooling off. And I looked at him, I said, what are we doing right now? Like, this is pretty legitimately redneck. We're not boating. Like, this is a thing. This is a mood, you know? And we decided it was called Creekin'. So In case you do not have a new drinking activity for 2020, this is for you. And I know we have a lot of Midwesterners here that live near a lake or a creek or a river. So please get your creeking on. Baby, all this arguing's been echoing around my head. We keep trying to get down to the reason, but we still ain't found it yet. Maybe it ain't you and me, just where the story is set. Or maybe we need to step away and take a break from it. We could be creaking, maybe this weekend, cool it down before it gets any hotter. 'Cause you can't be mad at me, holding my hand with your feet in the water. We could be fishing, little bit of drinking, oh kissing, sunset singing. What are we thinking? We could be creaking. I got some 2-buck chuck in a minnow bucket. We can stop and pick up ice. Well, those fold-up chairs at the bottom of the stairs, yeah, they should do just fine. Throw a pillow and a blanket in the back of your truck just in case we stay all night. Yeah, these 4 walls are closing in. What you say we take a ride? We could be creaking, baby, this weekend. Pull it down before it gets any hotter. 'Cause you can't be mad at me, holding my hand with your feet in the water. We could be fishing, little bit of drinking, oh kissing, sunset sinking. What are we thinking? We could be freaking. We could waste our Friday night just going on and on. But we don't have to be here, baby. I said let's get gone. 'Cause we could be creaking, baby, this weekend. Cool it down before it gets any hotter. 'Cause you can't be all mad at me, holding my hand with your feet in the water. We could be fishing, little bit of drinking, oh kissing, sunset singing. What are we thinking? We could be creaking. We could be creaking. All right, hang on just a second, Nick. All right, so I want to know who is down to go creeking this year. Are you ready to drink in the creek?
I am.
And more importantly, I want to know who wants to hear Nick tear it loose on the fiddle. I'm totally putting him on the spot right now. Ready? Nick Hoffman, everybody. I'm going to let him take it for a couple songs.
Good job, baby.
We are sharing our Taylor guitar this evening.
It's so awkward because there's like nobody here and there's no noise. It's very strange.
Do you want me to just sit here and stare at you while you play your
I would
songs?
rather you didn't. Hey, I need that capo. Would you mind handing me that?
Yep, I need to go
Thank
drink
you.
in the corner.
Hey, everybody. How wonderful is Miss Natalie Murphy right there? I love that girl. And I'll brag on her a little bit. You can go to Natalie Murphy Music and on Instagram and Facebook, and follow her right now, please. And go check out her new album. It's just awesome. Water the Flower is a great record, so I'm really proud of her. I've been sitting here thinking about what I would play for y'all. And I think I'm going to do this one first here because I think it's appropriate, probably more appropriate now than it was when we first recorded this song. Some of you may remember that I had a band called The Farm that had a couple songs on the radio, and this was one of them. And it's a song that talks about the fact that, I mean, let's be honest, these are tough times that we live in. We are coming to you live in quarantine from our house because we have to. And everybody else that's watching right now is also at home because they have to be, because these are crazy times that we live in. And it makes us feel oftentimes downtrodden, and it makes us feel out of control, like we don't have any control over our own lives. And but there's also a lot of good that's come with this, in strange ways. For example, Natalie and I are always on the road. We never see each other, hardly ever. And now here we are getting to be together at home a lot. We're getting to spend a lot of time with family and not friends, online happy hours, I guess. But even that, like I FaceTimed with my family more this week than I have in years. And so I guess that's the silver lining. And that's what this song's about. It talks about no matter how bad things get, we all have something to be grateful for. And tonight I'm grateful for all of you for watching, for contributing to our country's plight right now. And I'm also thankful to and grateful for all the first responders and medical people and truck drivers and everybody that's keeping this country going during this whole thing. So this song's called Be Grateful, and I hope you like it. The other day I caught myself complaining how my boss has got me working overtime. And the stranger who was sitting there beside me, he said, I spent all day in the unemployment line. Other open shifts that they hiring on, working 8 hours even all night long. If you could put a good word in for me, every time you think you've got it bad, you can find someone who's got it worse. All the things you take for granted now, they started out as blessings first. If you got someone who loves you and a steady job that puts food on the table, if you're strong and able, man, be grateful. And we bitch about how much it's gonna cost us to fill our $20-something thousand cars. Live on in the land of milk and honey. It's so easy to forget how lucky we are. We can work hard and buy a patch of dirt, and on Sunday morning go to church and pray for those who don't have it as good as you. Every time you think you've got it bad, you can find someone who's got it worse. All the things you take for granted now, they started out as blessings first. If you got someone who loves you and a steady job that puts food on the table, if you're strong and able, then be grateful. Every time you think you've got it bad, you can find someone who's got it worse. All the things you take for granted now, they started out as blessings first. If you got someone who loves you and a steady job that puts food on the table, if you're strong and able, then be grateful. Oh yeah, I'm grateful. Yes, I am. Oh man, be One woman peanut gallery over there. Thank you all for letting me do that. And like I said before, a really special thank you from all of us and the entire Hormel Foods team, to all our healthcare workers and our caregivers and our first responders and just anybody who's working to keep us healthy and get us through this. And just thank you. Thank you from all of us. I think I speak for everybody here. I know I speak for Natalie. I speak for everybody from Hormel, and I'm pretty sure I speak for every one of you guys watching. Thank you from all of us if you're seeing this. A quick hello to the Sadler's team in Texas. I got a note here that says the Sadler's team in Texas is the newest member of the Hormel Foods family of companies. So, hey, y'all. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Also, pretty soon here, keep in mind that brother Chris Kroeze is coming up to sing a couple songs for you too. So I'll sing you one more and then we'll get Natalie back up here. This one makes me a little nervous because I was deliberating what to sing. I have a brand new solo album that I've been working on for almost 2 years, and I'm really, really proud of it. We're almost done with it. And I know, all the fans of Nick's Wild Ride and all my music fans of the farm, they've all been asking for it. So I'm really excited about it. It's coming soon. And I'm going to sing you a song off it. I'm going to try to get through it. This is probably going to be the first song in the album because it's probably the most appropriate for me. Because if you know anything about me, if you watch my show, if you know me at all, you know that I love a couple of things more than just about anything.
Spam.
Not spam. I do like spam, but beer and coffee. So that's what this song's about. I'm early in the morning in them speakers in my truck. Been that way since the day I first cranked it up. Zip code fishing hole right around dusk. Night crawlers crawling in a styrofoam cup. I'm a simple man, simple life. All I want is what I like. Fried bologna, mustard only in a brown paper sack. Beer cold, coffee black, yeah. Tractor, diesel clatter, dog on the chase. Up and down, round and round, every turn I make. October sunset, whitetail wind in my face. So begins the perfect end to a perfect day. I'm a simple man, simple life. All I want is what I like. Fried bologna, mustard only in a brown paper sack. Beer cold, coffee black. I like my beer cold, coffee black, yeah. Well, blue jeans old and faded, broken fitting just right. On my baby drives me crazy in the moonlight. I'm a simple man, simple life. All I want is what I like. Fried bologna, mustard only in a brown paper sack. coffee black. Hey. Whoa. There you go. New album coming soon. I almost got through that one. We'll get Natalie back in here. And I'm going to have a drink of my drink. More Spam glasses?
Oh, you're wondering who made my glasses? Spam. The newest thing since Spam. All right. Clearly, I'm not a comedian. I actually will be wearing these glasses, though.
What do you want to do?
Well, I have a brand new single, and I haven't announced what it is yet, so I think maybe we should do it right now.
Okay.
If that's okay with you guys. I'm so excited. It's been a couple of years since I've put out new music, and you know, I've been writing so many songs, and I have a lot of material that I'm excited to share with you guys. And this is a song I've toyed with putting out for a while. I've been working on a bunch of stuff, and I thought, you know what? Everybody needs a fun dance song right now. I love a dance party more than just about anything in this world. So if you guys have a drink and you have such a desire to stand up and dance, please do so. This is the first time that I've played this one as my new single. It's going to be available on all the digital outlets in a couple weeks. This is called Something I Can Dance To, and I wrote it with my buddy Larry Fleet. So here we go.
Oh, we've been waiting all week for the weekend, working so that we can have a paycheck to spend. Oh, I know a little place that's just down the road. The band is hot and the beer is cold. That's where everybody goes. So turn up the bass, pour me a drink, play something I can dance to, 'cause I don't wanna think about you. I just wanna have a drink or two, find a stranger who can move. It doesn't matter if it's fast or slow, it doesn't matter if it's new or no. Won't you play that groove, put me in the mood, and play something I can dance to. When they holler out last call, we can take it to the house, y'all. Won't cost us nothing at all. The music won't stop, no, hell no.
Hell no.
So play something I can dance to, 'cause I don't wanna think about you. I just wanna have a drink or two, find a stranger who can move. Ooh, doesn't matter if it's fast or slow, doesn't matter if it's new or old, no. Won't you play that groove, put me in the mood, and play something I can dance to. Play something I can dance to, 'cause I don't wanna think about you. Just wanna have a drink or two, find a stranger who can move. Ooh, doesn't matter if it's fast or slow, doesn't matter if it's new or no. Won't you play that groove, put me in the mood, and play something I can dance to.
let me do that for the first time on here. How about Nick Hoffman
How about it?
on the guitar and the new songs and the vocals and the excellent hair?
I love it. Thank you. Not my hair. I love that new song. It's awesome. Good
Thanks.
job. I don't know.
So we got some requests tonight.
We do.
And I think maybe, we shouldn't be too scared.
Hold on,
we
let
should
me
just,
look through the list of requests here.
our egos are not as important as these requests. So
let's find out. Okay, so I'm looking through the comments here. Let's see here. Matt Meyer at the Atlanta plant wants to hear Howling at Nothing by Daniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats. I don't know that one.
ooh.
That does sound real nice.
Are there
See, Tanner Owens at the Atlanta plant wants to hear You're Still the One by Shania Twain.
You're still the one I belong to, the only one I belong. Oh, I don't know the words, but that is a fabulous song. You know what? I see one on there that I want you to do.
What's that?
See right? Never Walk Alone.
Where is it at?
Elvis Presley.
I'm looking for it though. Hold on. I don't see it.
Right there. It's right.
Oh, so Chris Bratvold
You'll never walk
from
alone.
Jots or Yachts Corporate, JOTS Corporate wants You Never Walk.
You know every Elvis song ever.
And you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. I can't do it. Look, climb every mountain, ford every stream, till you find your dream. We need Philip Myers. Philip, where are you when we need you, bud?
Well, that's that request there.
How about this one? This is from Jana Haynes in the corporate office in Austin, Minnesota. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, look at this one. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Look right here.
2 fiddle players.
Hold on. This is
Oh.
from Dan Verkant. We're not going to tell you what it is. Can we do the beginning of that?
Dan Verkant.
Can we do the beginning of this?
1, 2, 3.
Well, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind. He's looking to make a deal. When he came upon that young good Simon fiddling playing it high, and the devil jumped up on a hip or something, said, "Boy, let me tell you what, bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. If you take care there, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul that says I'm better than you."
Nick Hoffman, everybody.
All right.
All
What
right.
else we got? Now that we're done with that ballyhoo.
I think we gotta
Hold
George
on.
Strait request.
Where?
Amarillo.
I don't see it.
Well, I can't see that far, you know.
Well, I was just looking to see.
We're running out of time.
Oh no, we're good. I'm just looking for. I want to call out the name of whoever requested it. Where do you? Oh, there it is. I didn't see it. Sigrid Debner at the San Antonio sales office wants Amarillo by morning.
One. Two.
Hold on, wait a second.
Oh, sorry.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. See what else. This is fun. Okay, here's another one. What about this one up here? Corporate office in Austin wants to hear this one.
Oh. Okay.
You do the first part, okay?
You got it.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots, ruined your black tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there.
And I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. And I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And now, okay, I can't get that low. Yeah, I'm not big. Races think I'll slip on down to the oasis, so I got friends in low places. I got friends in low places. All right, we got time for one more here. We're gonna send it over to Chris. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here.
We do have one special announcement before we turn it over to Chris. Hormel is such a great company, and you guys are doing for so much for so many people right now that are in need. But tonight, Hormel is going to do even more.
They just handed us this. This is incredible. They're saying that even though that Hormel donates millions of dollars already, they've already donated millions of dollars to help out those in need. Tonight, they're going to give one meal for every person that joins this concert. I don't know how many people are on right now, but you need to share this with all your friends. Chris is coming up. You're about to hear some amazing music from Chris. They're going to give, that's incredible.
One meal to every single person.
One meal to every single person who's listening right now.
Wow.
Wow. That's incredible.
For every single person that's watching right now, Hormel is going to donate one meal to a person in need.
So if you share this with your friend, just one friend, each one of you, and everybody shares it. By the time that Chris is done, we could have tens of thousands of people that we could be giving meals to right now. So, wow, that's incredible.
It's amazing.
I see a request on here, and I think this is a really good one to go out on. if you bear with me here, we'll do this one here. This guy here, this song, I mean, is kind of an anthem for all of us, all our lives. And we lost this guy today. We lost the amazing Bill Withers today. And I think it probably only appropriate that we sing this song, not only because to honor him, but also because this song is probably
anthem for the time.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Well, you just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. 'Cause we all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that you understand. 'Cause we all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Brother Chris Kroeze is coming to you right now. Thank you so much to Hormel for having us and for donating all these meals. Go tell your friends, because this party is not over. We're heading to Barron, Wisconsin right now for our brother from another mother, Mr. Chris Kroeze.
Chris Kroeze,
Here we
don't touch your face.
We all need somebody to lean on.
What's up, Hormel Foods? Chris Kroeze here, tuning in from Barron, Wisconsin. Super excited about this show tonight. Ton of requests came in, and gonna try and pick a few of those and play a bunch of my stuff and some other fun stuff too. So hope you guys like it. They say love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought and it can't be sold. Well, I got love enough to spare. Well, that makes me a millionaire. Well, I got a woman with eyes that shine down deep like a diamond mine. She's my precious, so very rare. She made me a millionaire. When we ride around this old town in my beat-up car with the windows down, people look at her and they look at me and say that boy is sure living in luxury. They say love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought and it can't be sold. I've got love enough to spend. That makes me a millionaire. They say love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought and it can't be sold. I got love enough to spare. Well, that makes me a millionaire. Some Chris Stapleton to start off the night, right? Cheers. Natalie and Nick were drinking beer. I'm drinking water. Fresh water. I gotta send a shout out right away to Barron, Wisconsin. Anybody from Barron, Wisconsin working at the Genio turkey plant there? Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Nick and Natalie just killed it. If you're just tuning in, you missed it. You missed a good show. Hopefully you watched that. Nick didn't even mention it, but Nick played with a guy named Kenny Chesney too, and this is one of my favorite songs by Kenny Chesney. I couldn't wait to turn 16 and drive all the boys around. Foot on the gas and hand on the wheel was all I could think about. A little rust in the bed of that truck and a 4-speed on the floor. For $500, it was mine, all mine, and I never wanted nothing more. I took Katie down by the river with a $6 bottle of wine. I'm just a fool trying to play it cool, hope she'd let me cross the line. I was praying that she couldn't tell I'd never been that far before. Oh, the first time's a one-time feeling, and I never wanted nothing more. No, I never wanted nothing more. 'Cause I'm what I am, and I'm what I'm not. I'm sure happy with what I've got. I live to love, laugh a lot. It's all I need. My buddies all tried to change my mind, and I told them that I thought it through. And Katie laughed and my mama cried when they heard me say I do. Her little ring was a little thing, and it's all that I could afford. But she's mine, all mine, till the day I die, and I never wanted nothing more. No, I never wanted nothing more. 'Cause I'm what I am, and I'm what I'm not. I'm sure happy with what I've got. I live to love, laugh a lot. It's all I need. One Sunday I listened to the preacher, and I knew he was preaching to me. I couldn't help it, I walked up front and I got down on my knees. Right then and there, I swear, a change when I found the Lord. Glory, hallelujah, good God Almighty, I never wanted nothing more. No, I never wanted nothing more. 'Cause I'm what I am, and I'm what I'm not. I'm sure happy with what I've got. I live to love, laugh a lot. It's all I need. All right. Well, I just saw someone commented that I've got some Genio DNA in me, and it's true on a couple of different levels. My dad, I remember riding with my dad in a truck, delivering shavings to Genio Farms, and now my dad, he's the live haul supervisor at Genio and Barron, and I ate a ton of gobble sticks growing up. So if we could get those back in production, that'd be great. Jim Snee, just saying. All right, I've had a ton of requests for this song, and I'm going to do it. And if you see me looking over in this direction, I'm not reading lyrics, okay? I would never do that. Well, Mama told me I was young, come sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh, take your time, don't live so fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. You'll find a woman and you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man, or be something you love and understand, or be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Forget your lust for the rich man's gold. All that you need is in your soul. You'll find a woman, oh baby, you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Oh, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? But don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Oh, be something you love and understand, and be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Simple man. And again, I wasn't reading lyrics. I would never do that. Never. I'm sure a bunch of you don't know, but some of you do. I'm from Barron, Wisconsin. Born and raised, still live here with my family, and I consider myself very lucky to be from here and still live here and have all my family and friends and all my roots right here in Barron. And this community's done so much for me, and it's fun to be able to give back and do what I can for other people. 5 or 6 years ago, I had an opportunity to go record in Nashville, which was always a dream of mine. And pretty much any musician, especially a musician growing up in a small town where it seems so far away and impossible. And I got this opportunity, but I didn't have any money. And so I called my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I got an opportunity to go to Nashville, but I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. And we talked about it a little bit, and he said, well, we'll figure it out. And so he contacted the local VFW bar and put on this fundraiser for me, and like the whole town came out and supported it, and we raised all the money I needed to go down there and record that first single, and that was a good kickstart for me. And this is the song I recorded in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, not too far from Barron. There's a radio station there, 96.1 WJMC, and they've been so good to me over the years too, and they played this single right off the bat, and super weird feeling to get to hear yourself on the radio for the first time. I'll never forget, I was driving around the roundabouts in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, and heard like the segment come up where they were going to play it, and knew that I had to pull off, and I had to stop somewhere, and the closest spot was a Quick Trip, and pulled in there and got to hear myself on the radio for the first time. And so this song will always be super special to me for that. And some of you know it, some of you don't. This was actually requested by Tiffany Rinsig. She works in the Barron Grow Out. So thanks for the request, and I hope you guys like it. When I was younger, Daddy used to tell me to watch my mouth. But when you're raising Cain, you can't help the way some words come out. I had some four-letter gems that got me into a world of hurt. But when I got older, I figured out there's some four-letter words you can't live without. I'm talking about home, where the dirt road ends, you can lay down your head. I'm talking about life, when it shines so bright, the dream begins. I'm talking about love, when you meet someone who becomes your whole world. Some of the prettiest things I've ever heard are four-letter words. I've seen beautiful sunsets out on the West Coast, felt the Smoky Mountain rain come down on me nice and slow. I have walked through the valley where the sky turned black, but I got through 'cause I knew these four-letter words would lead me back. I'm talking about home, where the dirt road ends, you can lay down your head. I'm talking about life, when it shines so bright and dream begins. I'm talking about love, when you meet someone who becomes your whole world. Some of the prettiest things I've ever heard are four-letter words. When I'm lost and wounded, I run so far behind, I find comfort in these words every time. In home, where the dirt road ends, you can lay down your head. In life, when it shines so bright, the dream begins. Talking about love, when you meet someone who becomes your whole world. Some of the prettiest things I've ever heard are four-letter words. Some of the prettiest things I've ever heard are four-letter words. That one's called Four-Letter Words, and you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, and pretty much everywhere you can listen to music. So if you like it, go check it out. It's kind of natural for me to talk a lot about Jennie-O and Barron, because that's where I'm from, and that's what I've known my whole life. And you didn't really grow up in Barron without knowing a lot of people that work at Jennie-O. But I don't want to forget to throw out a shout-out to all you Jennie-O guys from Faribault, Wilmer, Melrose, and the entire Jennie-O team everywhere. Well, this next one is going to be another request I got here. This is from Chase Hanko. I'm terrible with names. Sorry about that, bud. Chase Hanko from Duet Foods. He requested Any Blake Shelton I Know. So I'm going to play this one because I think we all wish that the situation we were in would just disappear, right? Well, I hope that's how we're all feeling. Driving down the interstate, running 30 minutes late, singing Margaritaville and minding my own. Some foreign car driving to with a road raged attitude came up beside me talking on a cell phone. He started yelling at me like I did something wrong. He flipped me the bird and then he was gone. Some beach somewhere. There's a big umbrella casting shade over an empty chair. The palm trees are growing and warm breezes blowing. I picture myself right there. on some beach somewhere. I circled the parking lot trying to find a spot just big enough that I could park my old truck. A man with a big cigar was getting into his car. Stopped and I waited for him to back up. And from out of nowhere, a Mercedes-Benz came cruising up and whipped right in some beach somewhere. There's nowhere to go and you've got all day to get there. There's cold margaritas and hot senoritas smiling with long dark hair on some beach somewhere. I sat in that waiting room, seemed like all afternoon. The nurse finally said, the doc's ready for you. You're not gonna feel a thing, I'll give you some Novocaine. Tooth will be fine in a minute or two. And he stuck that needle down deep in my gums. He started drilling before I was numb. Some beach somewhere. There's a beautiful sunset burning up the atmosphere. There's music and dancing and lovers romancing the salty evening air on some beach somewhere. On some beach somewhere. Blake Shelton. All right. How many of the Pride jersey winners are watching tonight, huh? Congrats, you guys. I know I talked about my dad already, but my dad, he's the live hall supervisor in Barron at Genio, and one thing he's lesser known for is teaching me how to play guitar. And this is one of the first songs he taught me on guitar, so I hope you guys like some Willie Nelson. In the twilight glow I see them, blue eyes cry in the rain. And when we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. And through the ages I'll remember blue eyes cry in the rain. Love is like dying ember, and only memories remain. And through the ages I'll remember blue eyes cry in the rain. Blue eyes cry in the rain. Willie Nelson. Thanks, Dad, for teaching me. Water break, real quick. Cheers. I know this situation that we're all in sucks, and no one wants it, and we don't really know how to handle it. But one of the cool things I've noticed is people coming together to help each other out and just becoming one unit and taking care of their neighbors and making sure that grandma's got enough food and all that good stuff. And companies like Hormel really stepping up to the plate, and Hormel as a whole, they employ a ton of people, and they're working hard right now to keep food on everybody's tables, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and we all appreciate it. This song just feels right for that. This one's called Human. I hope you guys like it. This one goes out to all you hardworking Hormel employees right now. I shouldn't be so hard on the reflection that I see. I shouldn't listen to what people say about me. I should be happy that I'm healthy and I'm free, but it ain't enough. Shouldn't be so jealous of some famous stranger's life. Look at other girls and wonder what it might be like. I shouldn't pray just when things ain't going right, but that's when I do. Yeah, I do. We're all flesh, we're all bone, we're heart beating. We're all broke, we're all cut, we're all bleeding. Breaking down on our way home back to Eden. Don't know why we keep on doing what we're doing. I guess we're just human. I shouldn't push my kid to be a football star. And just 'cause I wasn't good enough to go that far, I shouldn't want my neighbor's car. I shouldn't stop off at that bar on my way home 'cause life's too hard. I don't wanna feel it. We're all flesh, we're all bone, we're heart beating. We're all broke, we're all cut, we're all bleeding. Breaking down on our way home back to Eden. Don't know why we keep on doing what we're doing. I guess we're just human. After all, thinking that we make the call. What's good or what's right? Who might get to heaven? Yeah, we're just human. We're all flesh, we're all bone, we're heart beating. We're all broke, we're all cut, we're all bleeding. Breaking down on our way home back to Eden. We're all flesh, we're all bone, we're heart beating. We're heater, breaking down on our way home back to Eden. Don't know why we keep on doing what we do it. I guess we're just human. All right. Hope you guys like that one. That's called Human. That was actually the record on that. If you guys go check that out, if you liked it, go listen to it on Spotify or iTunes or something. And yeah, like it. Please like it. Please. Nick Hoffman actually produced that, and Natalie sang harmonies on that, and came together really well. Super proud of it. It's super fun watching the comments come through. I got to give some shout outs here. There's people working to put food on the shelves right now, like Dole Foods in Wichita, Knoxville in Iowa, in the sales offices, and everyone out there busting tail right now during these hard times. Keep it up. All right, I'm going to do one of my favorite songs now. My dad gave me a whole bunch of cassette tapes when I was little, and I found all kinds of stuff in there. I found anything from AC/DC to Led Zeppelin and Guns N' Roses, but also Willie Nelson and Hank Williams and Waylon Jennings. So I get a lot of comments that I play stuff all over the map, and country and classic rock and all kinds of different stuff, and I blame my dad for that. I've held it all in. God knows I've tried. It's an awful awakening in a country boy's life. Look in the mirror in total surprise at the hair on my shoulder, the age in my eyes. Amanda, light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. There's a measure of people who don't understand the pleasure of life in a hillbilly band. I got my first guitar when I was 14. I'm pushing 30 and still wearing jeans. Amanda, light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. I'm seeing a lot of comments from Austin, Minnesota come through. How you guys doing in Austin tonight? Let me see in the comments. We've got people from all over the place tuning in. We've got Atlanta, Chicago, and the Creative Packaging crew. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I just got notification Hormel in Brazil is on, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing that your weather's a little nicer than ours right now. I think it's about 20 degrees and snowing out right now. I'm not sure why Mother Nature just decides to give us 3 or 4 days in the upper 50s and beautiful weather and then say, nope, turning winter back on. But hey, we can pretend it's summer, and I'm going to play a summer song. This was our single last year, and this is called Everything is Better on a Boat. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to get out on the boat and do some fishing or just floating. You know, floating is good too. Here we go. You've been telling me you needed a little time for you and me, and saying that we gotta find a way to beat the heat, and pour yourself a cold one. I got a good idea, hooking up the trailer, babe, and getting out of here. Let's take this situation and devices for flotation. No fancy Eddie, just styrofoam. I really think we ought to drop a pontoon in the water, 'cause everything is better on a boat. A 6-pack of linings always hits the spot, but it tastes much sweeter when we're pushing off the dock. Let's take this situation and devices for flotation. No fancy Eddie, just styrofoam. I really think we ought to drop a pontoon in the water, 'cause everything is better on a boat. What do you say to letting all our worries float away? We should take this situation and devices for flotation. No fancy Eddie, just styrofoam. I really think we ought to drop a pontoon in the water, 'cause everything is better on a boat. Let's throw down some libations in aquatic destinations, drop an anchor out where nobody goes. That ain't gonna stop us making waves out on the water, 'cause everything is better on a boat. I see Beloit, Wisconsin is tuning in. Keep making that chili. Do it. Don't stop. All right, I see a request that I want to play out here. This one is requested by John Sanborn, some Johnny Cash, some Folsom Prison Blues. So I'm gonna do that one. I wish you guys were here to dance, because I can't dance. Someone's gotta. Well, I hear that train a-coming. It's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy and don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But them people keep moving. Yeah, that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train is mine, I bet I move it all a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. Yeah, I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. See, now you got me going on Johnny Cash, and I can't just stop right there. A little Shushambo, he never gets slowed down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town, bending low at the beatless feet on the windy corner of a dirty street. Well, I asked him, would he shine my shoes? How did he keep from getting the blues? Grinned as he raised his little head, he popped a Shoeshine bragging, and then he said, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on and get a rhythm. You get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, get taps on your toes, and get it gone, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, it only costs a dime, just a nickel a shoe. Does $100 worth of good for you, get a rhythm. When you get the blues. All right, Johnny Cash. That was fun. Not gonna lie, it's more fun when you're in the same room with me, but we're together in spirit. Cheers. Molly Scarlock. She said sorry. She's snapping her fingers. You don't apologize to anyone for that. Just keep doing it. All right, this next one, this is a song that I sang on a TV show called The Voice. Hands down the most terrifying moment of my life on TV. Everyone else that week came out with these huge bands and just ripping guitar solos, and I was like, you know what? This is my moment. I'm going to go out there with just an acoustic guitar, all alone. So I was scared, but I survived. And I'm gonna try and reproduce that here tonight for you. I had a dream about a burning house. You were stuck inside, I couldn't get you out. Laid beside you and pulled you close. The two of us went up in smoke. Love isn't all that it seems. I did you wrong. I'll stay here with you till this dream is gone. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broke and make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire. It's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, I see you at a party and you look the same. I could take you back, but people don't ever change. Wish that we could go back in time. I'd be the one you thought you'd find. Love isn't all that it seems. I did you wrong. I'll stay here with you till this dream is gone. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broke and make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire. It's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, the flames are getting bigger now. In this burning house, I can hold on to you somehow. In this burning house, oh, I don't wanna wake up in this burning house. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broke and make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire. It's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, Burning House by Cam. Love that song. Happy I got to sing that on TV, and hopefully it sounded okay tonight. If it didn't, there's nothing I can do about it. Hey everybody, I'm getting a phone call from Nick Hoffman right now. It must be pretty important. Hey Nick, you're on speakerphone with the live stream.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. What are you doing?
We are just drinking now because we got nothing else to do. We're quarantined here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And we're just, hanging out. You sound good, buddy. We're listening to you.
I appreciate it. You guys sounded great. Freebird. No.
I have a request.
Okay.
I want to hear you sing Digging Up Bones.
Oh boy. All right. I can do that one.
That one?
I do know that one.
I am a big fan of you and your beard.
Thank you.
And I just want you to know that. So is Natalie. So,
Chris, what's your favorite way to cook Spam?
My favorite way to cook Spam? I like to fry it up. Fry it up in a frying pan.
Fry it up. Here's the worst part about this: we're listening to you on the delay, so we're very delayed over here. It's very confusing. All right, go play us that damn song. Hurry up.
All right. Bye, Nick. All right, there we have it. A request from Nick Hoffman himself. Nick's Wild Ride on the Outdoor Channel. Check it out. I have a feeling I know why Nick wanted to hear this song, and it's kind of because I accidentally dedicated this one to my wife one time in front of a big crowd of people. And it's really embarrassing, but it happened, and I just have to own up to it. So here's Digging Up Bones. Last night I dug your picture out from our old dresser drawer. I put it on a table and talked to it till 4. I read some old love letters right up till the break of dawn. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I went through the jewelry and found our wedding rings. I put mine on my finger and I gave yours a fling. Across this lonely bedroom of our recent broken home. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones, I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. Well, I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Not a great song to dedicate to your wife. I went through the closet and found some things in there, like that pretty negligee that I bought you to wear. And I recall how good you looked each time you had it on. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones, I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. Well, I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Digging Up Bones, that one was for Nick. All right. I saw some requests come through on the comment section there for some Eagles, so I'm gonna take a shot at some Eagles for you. Yeah. He was a hot-headed man, he was brutally handsome. She was terminally pretty. She held him up and he held her for ransom in the heart of a cold, cold city. He had a nasty reputation as a cruel dude. Said he was ruthless, said he was crude. They had one thing in common, they were good in bed. She said, faster, faster, the lights are turning red. Life in the fast lane surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, yeah. eager for action and hot for the game. The common attraction, the drop of a name. They knew all the right people, they took all the right pills. They threw outrageous parties, they paid heavenly bills. There were lines on the mirror, lines on her face. She pretended not to notice she was caught up in a race. They went out every evening until it was light. She was too tired to make it. He was too tired to fight about it. Life in the fast lane surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, yeah. Life in the fast lane, everything, all the time. Life in the fast lane. Blowing and burning, and blinded by thirst. They didn't see the stop sign, took a turn for the worst. He said, listen, baby, can't you hear the engine ring? We've been up and down this highway, haven't seen a thing. Call the doctor, I think I'm gonna crash. The doctor said he's coming, but you gotta pay in cash. They went rushing down that freeway, mess around and got lost. They didn't care, they were just dying to get off it. It was life in the fast lane, surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane, yeah. Life in the fast lane, everything, all the time. Life in the fast lane. Life in the fast lane. Life in the fast lane. There's some Eagles for you. Man, it's so hard to play an Eagles song and by yourself you can't take a guitar solo or nothing. It's kind of a bummer, but hey, I hope you guys liked it. During these times, I want to make sure and mention all the first responders and all the medical workers kind of on the front lines right now and taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of, putting their own lives at risk, and we really appreciate them. And if any of those guys are tuned in, I saw my Aunt Trudy's tuned in. She's a nurse in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, and just want to give a shout out and a thank you to all those people working in that field right now. Also, parents, if you're home with children, not sure if you can hear all the little footsteps running around, but you're not alone. We're all in this together. We will get through this. Hang in there. So I told you the story about, I told you a shortened version of the story about how I accidentally dedicated the song Digging Up Bones to my wife. Actually on our 5th anniversary in front of a crowd of about 4,000 people. Not one of my finer moments. But unfortunately, not the first time I'd done something like that. I'm not sure if my grandparents are watching tonight, but they'll know what I'm about to talk about. So I grew up with a lot of classic country in my life, and my grandparents really liked it. I got to travel with them to California every summer in their truck, and deliver furniture all over the United States, and got to see a lot by the age of 10. And I was probably, I don't know, 20, 21 years old, and they asked me to sing for their 50th wedding anniversary party. And I thought, yeah, that sounds like fun, you know? Not very often that people get to be married for 50 years. So I was happy and excited for it. And I set up, I had a couple of mics kind of like this, but I had some speakers, and we were in public, which was fun. So we were in this little pavilion in Anderson Park in Barron, Wisconsin, and my grandparents and, you know, probably 50 to 75 of their closest friends and family. And they kind of wanted to recreate like a first dance situation, but they didn't care what I played. But in my brain, I'm like, okay, I know Grandma and Grandpa like classic country. So I'm going to play some classic country for them for their 50th wedding anniversary in a kind of a recreation of their first dance. And this is where I went. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep. Your sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. So by this time in the song, I know I'm in trouble and I need to get out of this hole that I've just dug for myself. So I'm going to switch songs. And the only thing I could think of was this. I've got your picture that you gave to me, and it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new, that I've got your picture and he's got you. Yeah, I've got your picture and he's got you. Unfortunately, that's a true story. And yeah, it wasn't the first time I'd done it. It's probably not the last. But hey, you got to laugh at yourself too. So I've got a couple more songs for you guys tonight. But before I go, Natalie and Nick mentioned this earlier, but Hormel Foods has decided to donate one meal for every person that's attending our virtual concert here tonight, which is pretty amazing. And I was just told that they are going to actually take that number, no matter what it is, and they're gonna move it up, and they're gonna donate 100,000 meals to Feeding America and other hunger charities. That's the move of a great company who truly cares about people. That's amazing, and I'm honored to be a part of this tonight. And wow, that's kind of incredible. I think my mom and dad said they were we live out in the boondocks here in Barron, and so internet's not always a necessity. My mom and dad don't have internet at their house, but they've got cell phones with it on, but there's no reception at the house because they live in the middle of the woods, which I love, but there's no reception. So they told me that they were going to try and hook up my dad's phone into the truck and listen to me, and you drive, just drive up the road until they can find somewhere where they have good reception. And this is one of my dad's favorite songs. He always wants me to play this one, so I'm going to do this one for my dad. The judge looked down, gave me 40 days. Set up the fine that I could not pay. He said, "Why crying? You'll soon be home. Cross the line and you're on your own." For 40 days, shotguns and barbed wire fences. 40 nights to sit and listen to the midnight train to Memphis. Whistle blows when the sun comes up. Head to floor, keep your big mouth shut. Eat your breakfast on the ground. Work like hell till the sun goes down. For 40 days, shotguns and barbed wire fences. 40 nights to sit and listen to the midnight train to Memphis. Well, 10 for the jury and 10 for the judge, and 20 more to forget my grudge. But when I get to 39, it's the longest day in a prisoner's mind. For 40 days, shotguns and barbed wire fences. 40 nights, sit and listen to the midnight train to Memphis. Midnight train to Memphis. Midnight train to Memphis. Midnight train to Memphis. All right, some Chris Stapleton there. I just got another message. This is pretty crazy. Just wait to hear it. I got another message that Gary Ray, a Hormel alumni and a friend of the company, has announced that he's going to match Hormel Foods meal donation tonight. So that means tonight, 200,000 meals are going to be donating. Amazing. Hormel, you're awesome. Gary, I want to be your friend. That's simply amazing, incredible. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, I've got one more song for you guys. This song always has a special place with me. I've been to the Middle East a bunch of times, and Natalie and Nick have been over there a ton too, and I think they could attest that this is, for me anyways, this is hands down the most requested song while we're in the Middle East, and our troops seem to love this song, and I think it reminds them of home. And so I'm going to play this one to end the night. I love it. And if we've got any military, past, present, thank you for your service, and thanks again, Hormel, for everything you're doing for the people, and honored to call you guys friends. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get the feeling I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and thank you, Hormel Foods team, for all that you do to keep the foods on the shelves and on people's tables. Keep up the great work, and everybody needs you now more than ever. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for having me. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe and stay home.